What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mike around the town. As y'all know, on my page here, my YouTube channel, I do a lot of videos, um, just like cartoon videos, funny stuff, comedy stuff, and sometimes some informative things. But this time, I'm going to do something dealing with Uber and electric cars. Now, the main thing is not about Uber, really. It's about the electric cars. And basically, I'm using a charging station here called Electrify America. It's one of the more popular ones, at least in Philadelphia anyway. Uh, Charging wise, everything it takes to get on is pretty easy, self-explanatory. But the problem that we're having now, and I've been noticing this for like the last month now, more people are driving electric cars. Okay. And the problem is it's only 4 charging stations here. We only have in this particular area, when I'm saying I'm in South Philly right now, there's another one in South Philly over there on Delaware Avenue or Columbus Boulevard that they only have 4 charging stations. Okay. There's 10 people in line. Actually, I think somebody else just came in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars now, because one did go in. So it's 9 cars now. I'm number 5. Okay. In this line waiting to get in. Some of these people charge 80%. Some people charge 100. And that's their business, what they do. Why hasn't Electrify America realized that we need more charging stations? You only have 4. You have to go way out in the burbs somewhere to find one, well, north or south of the city, to find a charging station that has like 6 charging stations. I think even the one in Delaware has 8 of them. Okay, but you got to drive 20 miles to get there, So it's just crazy. They don't know that. I'm sitting in this parking lot right now. At the little strip mall that's here. You got a Foot Locker and all that. It's never full. It's never full in this parking lot. Okay, you have you could block off one little area here, and have 20 charging stations. If you wanted to, but why haven't they extended what they have now? Why haven't they? How come they don't know this? It's either they don't know or they don't care. I don't understand. And then you got a lot of Uber drivers out here that are using electric cars. What I noticed with that was when I'm out there riding at night, I have to travel like long distances just to pick up people. And I wonder why. You telling me there's nobody out? Oh, they're out. They're just charging the car. I mean, it's for a period of time, and it really kind of goes all day, I guess. But at one time, I would go to a new passenger, and I might drive 1 to 2 miles to get to them. Sometimes less than that. Now, my average is like 5 miles or more to get to these people because everybody's charging. Everybody's waiting in line. So that means this car is not on the road. People are waiting, they're complaining about it. They're like, how come it takes so long to get a ride? Yeah, well, most of these guys are driving electric cars. Because, Uber wants to go all electric. So a lot of these guys are driving electric cars. They have to go to these charging stations. Everybody doesn't have one at their house. They don't have a charging station that, adapter to plug in to charge at home. They don't have that. Most people probably don't. So why haven't you used this whole parking lot and many others where you can put it probably at minimum, you can have about maybe 6 or 7 stations. In this lot, you can have 100 of them. I mean, I'm like looking all around here and there's like no cars, and it never really is. This whole back area, I mean, I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that'd be 13. Just on one side, you could put 13 charging stations where you only have 4 right now. You could do that. That would change everything. And if you did that in all the areas that only have 4, I went to one in New Jersey. Luckily, it was late enough where there was nobody really there. So I got in pretty quick to charge there. They only have 3 charging stations. They do have a little small one, but it takes forever to charge on it. It's like, I've never even seen that type of station before. But it's like it's different than the rest. If you've seen Electrify America charging station, it almost looks like it's an air pump or something. It's so small, but it has like a tiny screen versus the big screens you have here. And it charges a lot slower than the other ones. I mean, I guess you say at least you get on, right? You know, but Electrify America, y'all got to do better. Y'all really do. This is crazy. You know, this is crazy that, you know, I know y'all have data that shows how often your machines are working. Mind you, sometimes you can come to these charging stations, 1 or 2 of them are not even working anymore. So now you can have 10 people waiting for a charger and there's only 2 charging stations. You know, also they need some uniformity. I mean, the one over in Columbus Boulevard, it's in a parking lot just like this one, but this parking lot is full. So you get in where you fit in. The problem is you don't know who's first, second, or third. So people are going in, they're trying to keep track of everybody. And, you know, new people, they don't know who's who. So they're trying to keep track of everybody. And people are trying to get in. And then somebody's beeping the horn, hey, I'm next. And blah, 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 and all that type of stuff. You know, maybe you need to have some things like Uber has when it comes down to the stadium pickup. They have a lot dedicated to picking up people. And you have to pretty much get in line. And the people find you, pretty much. They should have something like this here, where you just get in line somewhere, you know, and when that lane opens up, you go in. I mean, I'm sure some lanes will be faster than others, but at least it'll be kind of like in order, and people will know who's first, who's second, you know, who's next. You're not fighting over stuff. I mean, one guy fell asleep in his car. He was next in line, and somebody just came in. Okay, it was about maybe 2 or 3 people waiting behind that person. And another person comes in who normally would be number 4. He decides he's going to be number 1. And he rides up and goes in. Now, when the people said something about it, he was like, well, nobody went in. And the guy said, well, you knew you wasn't next, so why would you go in there? And this is the stuff you're dealing with when you're out there. And see, in Philly ain't, you know, it's like a lot like Chicago and a lot of other big cities where people can get hurt because, you know, of stuff like that. You know, so Electrify America, y'all got to do better when it comes down to this stuff. We know the wave of the future is electric cars. Let's act like it. It's not like if you built 50 charging stations here, they're not going to be used. I don't know the mathematics behind it, the science behind why it's only 4, but we need to look at that. We need to look at that and say, hey, you know, the electric car scene is bursting. We need to have charging stations to, you know, to, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm so pissed off. But anyway, we need to do better. You know, Electrify America had these little marketing meetings and stuff like that. Y'all need to have these meetings and say, hey, we got to expand. There's more people using our charging stations. You know, the supply is not meeting the demand. Because that's the best way to say it. You know, and we need to do that. You know, I don't know if it's a rental thing, like, you know, they got to pay to have the stuff here with the people at the lot, and maybe it's not cost effective. It will be cost effective because, I mean, more people are using it. Y'all making money. I know you are, you know, so it's not going to change anything really because more people every day are starting to use these cars. And if Uber gets their way, every Uber driver is going to have an electric car, whether it's their own car or they renting one. So we need to act like we know. Okay? Make it happen there. Electrify America. Do better.